very well. But what are we going to do about him? Listen! Do you hear me? Can you hear me? You're controlling yourself. What are we going to do about the Italian?
Later on, when it's dark, we'll take him to some secret place and bury him.
Well, of course we could do that. Don't suppose he's got any relatives going to come poking around looking for him. But you know me. Bright ideas just pop into my head. And I was thinking, seems a downright shame.
Shame?
Seems an awful waste. Such a nice plump frame. What's his name has, nor it can be traced. Business needs a lift. Debts to be erased. Think of it as thrift, as a gift, if you get my drift. No? Seems an awful waste. I mean, with the price of meat, what it is, when you get it, if you get it. Good, you got it. Take, for instance, Mrs. Mooney in the pie shop. Business never better using only pussycat and toast. And a pussy's good for maybe 6 or 7 at the most. And I'm sure I can compare as far as taste.
Mrs. Lovett, you're evidently
it does
possible and
seem
yet appropriate
a waste.
as always.
It's an idea.
Mrs. Lovett, how I lived without you all these years, I'll never know how
Think about it.
delectable.
Lots of other gentlemen look to me coming for a shame. Won't they? Think
choice,
of
rare,
pies.
what's the sound of the world out there?
What, Mr. Todd, what, Mr. Todd, what is that sound?
Those crunching noises pervading the air.
Yes, Mr. Todd, yes, all around.
It's man devouring man, my dear. And who are we to deny it in here? These are desperate times, Mrs. Lovett, and desperate measures are called for.
Here we are now, hot from the oven.
What is that?
It's priest, our little priest.
Is it really good?
Sir, it's too good, at least. Then, of course, I don't commit sins of the flesh, so it's pretty fresh.
Awful lot of fat.
Only where it's sat.
Haven't you got poet or something like that?
No, you see, the trouble with poet is how do you know it's deceased? Try the priest.
Heavenly. Not as hearty as bishop, perhaps, but then not as bland as curate either.
And then good for business, too. Always leaves you wanting more. Trouble is, we only get it in on Sundays. A lawyer's rather nice.
If it's for a price.
Order something else or to follow, since no one should swallow it twice.
Anything that's lean.
Well, then if you're British and loyal, you might enjoy Royal Marine. Anyway, it's clean. Though, of course, the tastes of wherever it's been.
Is that squire on the fire?
Mercy, no, sir. The closer you'll notice it's grosser.
Looks thicker, more like vicar.
No, it has to be grosser. It's green.
The history of the world, my love.
Save a lot of graves, do a lot of relatives favors.
Is those below serving those up above?
Everybody shaves, so there should be plenty of flavors.
How gratifying for once to know that those above will serve those down below.
Now, let's see here. We've got Tinker.
Something pinker.
Taylor.
Something paler.
Potter.
Something hotter.
Butler.
Something subtler.
Locksmith.
Something...
Lovely bit of clock.
Maybe for a lark.
Well, we have some sweep if you like a cheap and you like a dark. Try the financier, peak of his career.
That looks pretty rank.
Well, he drank notes bank cashier. Last one that we sold wasn't quite so old.
Have you any beetle?
Next week, so I'm told. Beetle isn't bad till you smell it and notice how well it's been greased. Stick to priest. Now, this bit stringy, but then of course it is fiddle player.
No, this isn't fiddle player, it's piccolo player.
How can you tell?
It's piping hot.
Then blow on it first!
The history of the world, my sweet,
Oh, Mr. Todd, Mr. Todd, what does it tell?
is who gets eaten and who gets to eat.
Oh, Mr. Todd, who gets to sell?
But fortunately, it's also clear that everybody goes down well with beer.
Since Marine doesn't appeal to you, how about some Rear Admiral?
Oh, too salty. I prefer general.
With or without his privates? With his extra.
What is that?
It's fop, finest in the shop. And we have some shepherd's pie peppered with actual shepherd on top. And I've just begun. He's a politician so oily, it's served on a doily, not one.
Put it on a bun. Well, you never know if it's going to run.
Try the fryer, fried it's drier.
No, the clergy is really too coarse and too mealy.
An actor, that's compactor.
Yes, and always a rise overdone. I'll come again when you have judge on the menu.
Wait! Yes, we don't have judge yet. But I've got something you might fancy even better.
What's that?
Executioner.
A charity towards the world, my pet.
Yes, I know, my love.
We'll take the customers that we can get.
High-born and low, my love.
We'll not discriminate great from small. No, we'll serve anyone.
And to anyone.
And to anyone.